college fucking sucks. I think most people realize that. Like, college, it's a fucking scam. Let's be real here. Like, you pay so much money. You have to go to all these things. You have to do all this shit, all these tests. You have to study for all these lessons for a degree that you're basically never gonna fucking use. And I realized that pretty early on in my life. That's why I didn't really want to go to college for a while. Like, even after, like, graduating high school, I just went straight to work. I became, like, a janitor. And that was my job for, like, a year. Only for me to realize that I kind of hate the job. And I also kind of hated where I lived. So I moved states. And I wanted to go to college. Well, I didn't want to go to college. I moved states because, well, I simply hated my job. And I tried to figure out a way to get out of that job. And moving states was the reason to do it. So that's why I'm in this state rather than the other state that I was living in. But that's a story for that's another story. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that college fucking sucks, It's just, most of it is basically fucking pointless. Like, most of the degrees that you get is pointless. Like, I'm trying to get a degree in media and communication. Like, what the fuck is that sort of degree? Like, that's the type of degree that you could pretty much get for free online. Like, you don't need to go to college to get a degree like that. And I think the colleges know that because you have to take, like, other classes in order to, like, validate this degree. So I'm forced to take a math class, and I'm forced to take a sociology class. I'm like, why the fuck would I need this for a media and communication degree? Like, why the fuck do I need algebra for a media and communication degree? Why the fuck would you need algebra for other than, like, STEM stuff? Like, it makes no fucking sense. Listen, I fucking hate algebra, and after, like, leaving high school, you know how many times I've actually used algebra? 0 times. I have used algebra 0 times ever since graduating in high school. And guess what? Most of the people who are going to be watching it, which is like 2 people, they will use algebra 0 fucking times. Unless you're in, like, fucking STEM, you do some sciencey shit or whatever, you're a fucking nerd, you might use algebra then. But if you're doing, like, regular shit, like, I don't know, fucking waitressing, you won't ever need to use algebra, ever. Nobody has. It's a fucking pointless skill to have unless you're in a fucking STEM field, which most people are not in a STEM field, or any of those types of fields, or, like, I don't know, engineering or whatever. But I'm never going to be an engineer, and I'm never going to be in a STEM field, so why do I need to learn algebra? It's fucking pointless. It's like, it's one of these skills that I will never use ever again, so I'm basically using all of my energy and my tears and my time for a skill that I will never use. I don't fucking get it. I really don't. And then there's a sociology class I had to take this year, and it sucked. I mean, it wasn't too bad, to be fair. Like, I liked the teacher. I just thought it was very boring. I don't really care much for sociology, personally. I don't know. I'm never going to be a sociologist. And, talking about people and groups, it doesn't really inspire me all that much. It just makes me very bored. That reminds me, in a class about sociology, we were talking about, like, male and female and shit like that, and, like, what it's like to be a male, what it's like to be a female and whatnot, especially in America, and gender norms and fucking whatever. And so the teacher showed us this video about what it means to be, like, a super masculine man, and it's, like, possibly one of the gayest fucking videos I've ever seen. Like, there was so much homoeroticism in that video. I'm just like, is this what teachers think that guys are like whenever they're trying to be masculine? Because this shit's kind of gay. This is, like, the gayest shit I've ever seen. All it really taught me is that men secretly want to be gay, and maybe that's the case. Maybe that is the case. Maybe most men do want to be gay secretly. I don't fucking know. But apparently that's what sociologists thinks whenever they're, like, studying men or something. And, luckily my teacher was pretty open-minded, so he was, like, asking people what they thought, and, I said what I thought. I said it was, like, possibly one of the most homoerotic videos I've ever seen. And it's true. It's so fucking weird. But yeah, that's a funny thing I learned in sociology. I was also forced to take this music class. Oh my gosh, it was so fucking boring. All we did for most of the time is either watch, like, videos or documentaries about, like, specific musicians, or about, like, specific fucking tools or whatever, or, like, instruments and things like that. And it was so boring. It was genuinely one of the most boring classes I've ever been in. And then afterwards, after the class, then we have to write, like, 3-page essay about what we watched, and it was the worst fucking class ever. Like, this class and algebra and a little bit of sociology, I could have skipped it and it would have been totally fine. Honestly, I could have skipped all of college and it would be totally fine, because, as I said before, this is the type of shit you can learn online for free on fucking YouTube. It's a media and communications class. Media stuff. I guess if I ever wanted to be, like, I don't know, like a media trainer or something, I would need this class. But still, you could just go online on YouTube and learn how media works from there, and you can do it for $0.99. It'll take that much. Maybe it'll cost a bit more if you're a YouTube Premium, user every month, but that's a hell of a lot less than what you're paying for college. I gotta pay so much money for college, and that's another thing. How much money you have to spend for college, it's fucking terrible. It's genuinely one of the worst things ever. It's like, who the fuck thought about, like, oh yeah, so let's make college one of the most expensive things on earth. Let's not make, education free. That's a genius idea. Well, at least not in the U.S. And, other countries, you can get education for either free or for a very low price that you could probably pay off in a couple years. Here, in the good old U.S. of A., forget it. Unless your parents are fucking rich, you're gonna be drowning in debt to the day you fucking die, my guy. And it is absolutely terrible. Like, who thought of these things? Who thought of it? And that's another reason why, college is such a scam, because you're paying so much for basically nothing. As I said before, like, most degrees, with the exception of, like, STEM field degrees, they're fucking useless. You're never gonna get any money with these degrees, ever. Like, I'm never gonna be, like, a scientist or a mathematician or, like, a teacher or any of those types of things, because they don't really interest me all that much. But, like, all these other degrees I could get, it won't matter, like, because the fucking most of the stuff you can learn online for free. But unfortunately, jobs don't care about that. They want to see if you got that bachelor degree, you got that fucking master's degree in fucking basket weaving or some shit. I don't know. And if you don't, well, fuck you, I guess. You don't need this job. We don't want you. You don't have the experience. It's like, motherfucker, I can learn this online for free. You know this shit. But all the fucking boomers who, like, own all the fucking jobs are just like, nah, we want someone with a degree for this. We want someone with a bachelor's degree. We want to see all those fucking student loans, all those student loans. We want to see them. We want to see all the fucking, the tears that are dried in your eyes from, being stressed out for doing a test late or whatever, or getting your grades up. We want to see all that to prove that you did indeed learn this shit. It's so fucking gay and cringe. Oh my gosh. I fucking hate college. I don't even know why I'm still in it. I dislike learning. I never even liked school. Fuck, I never even liked school. I don't even know why I'm in college. Oh wait, I forgot. It's because I hated my job. Man, I just kind of hate life, man. It all just kind of sucks. This all just kind of sucks, I ain't gonna lie. I get it, the last video was also very negative, and this video is also gonna be negative. But you know what? We need a little bit of negativity in our lives. Because if we don't have any negativity, then all this fucking cringe optimist would be in our life and be all like mushy and gay and shit. And I don't need that in my life right now. I need a little bit more negativity. And that's what this channel is all about. But yeah, college fucking sucks. It's basically useless. Don't go to college unless you're gonna be like a scientist or some shit. Don't do it. It's worthless. Your degree is fucking pointless. Use that degree to fucking, I don't know, burn up and use it as like the something for a fire or whatever, so you could, I don't know, warm up your toes whenever you're fucking homeless and need it whenever you're in the fucking woods or someplace, because that's the only use you're gonna ever have of that degree, fucking firewood or whatever. But yeah, kids, if you're in college, drop out, because they will take every single cent away from your pocket and leave you with a piece of paper and a big pat on the back and applause from a group of people before you realize that you gotta pay them all back. So yeah, fucking college is useless and it's a scam and it sucks. Don't go to college. Instead, give me money, because I need it more than you. Okay, bye.